I'm Hayley West and Barn Yarns have asked me to come along today to tell you a little bit about the Smarter range. We've got a couple of the mechanical machines from the range here in front of me. Now this one, the pink one, the 160, fabulous machine, as is the green one, the 140. There are features on the 160 that you won't find on the 140, so bear that in mind when you're making your choices. First thing that you'll notice at the back there, we have the hard cover. Now this is something that's quite a unique feature for machines within this price bracket, because quite often it will be a fabric cover that you've got. I like the fact that you get your hard plastic cover, because it means you can protect your machine wherever you are storing it. So if you don't have a dedicated sewing area and your sewing machine is going to live under the stairs along with the ironing board or the bottom of the wardrobe, you know that it is safe and protected with that hard cover. So let me tell you about the machines themselves. So these two machines are what we call mechanical machines, which means you're going to dial up the settings using a variety of different dials that we've got on the machine. So let's talk around the 160 to start with. With this particular one, and you'll find this with all the machines within the Smarter range, you will have lots of icons showing you where you are going to feed your threads as you work your way through. You've got your automatic bobbin winder, so you can wind your bobbins easily using that particular little element that you've got there. Twin needle, you've got your second spool holder there, and then obviously you've got your thread that you're going to be adding to your machine, popping it on there. Then you just follow the little guides, and all of this is explained within the user manual that you get with your machine as well. So your different dials that you've got with this one will allow you to alter things like the tension and the foot pressure, and you've also got your stitch width, which I'll tell you about in just a few moments as well. So coming down here, following all the arrows and the icons, you'll notice we've got a reverse switch, which is perfect for if you are looking at tying off those stitches and reinforcing the ends of your seams, and you'll follow your thread through until you come to the needle. Now the needle has got a needle thread up, which is brilliant. So it's one of those things that makes it quick and easy for you to thread up your needle just using that. And on the 160 you will find an extra lever at the back, and this relates to your one-step buttonhole. That's one of the differences between the machines, because with the 160 you've got 23 stitches, whereas with the 140 you've only got 21. So you've got your one-step buttonhole with this one, which is a nice feature. Do like that one with the unique one-step buttonhole foot. Then your stitch plates. On both of the machines you've got your imperial as well as your metric, so perfect if you are a dressmaker, wonderful if you're a quilter as well. And then you've got your bobbin, your clear bobbin with your clear window there, again with your 1/4 inch marking on there if you're a quilter, so you can see exactly how much thread you've got on your bobbin. Now the accessory box does simply slide away, just a simple click there, and you can bring that out, and this is the perfect place for you to store all those additional bits and pieces that you might have. And don't forget, you have got the additional storage at the back there. You might want to get hold of the extension table that we've got as well, because that will allow you to work on larger projects, maybe garments, maybe homeware, things like curtains, or maybe quilting. And it means that the fabric is going to be supported on the left hand side of the needle, which of course is something that you need to think about when you're getting that perfect stitch out. Nice open area, as you can see here, and then you've got the dials. Now the dials are where you are going to select your different stitches. So the first one is to do with your stitch length. So as you rotate that round, you'll see that you've got a 0, and that is when your machine is stitching on the spot. So you'd use that perhaps for stitching buttons in place, and then as you slide it round, you can see you've got your buttonhole there. As you work your way through, you'll see that stitch length will get longer from the 0 through to number 4, and of course that's where you might be working with weightier fabrics, things like your denim. So you set that to where you need that to be for your different stitches. Down at the bottom, this is where you select the stitch that you're going to work with. So you can see there in black we have got your buttonhole. So that's your one-step buttonhole, which you're able to do with this one. And then of course you can see all of your darker stitches, which are simply selected by clicking that dial in place as you work your way around. Now I'm sure you will have noticed that you've got lighter stitches as well, and that's because the Smarter range gives you a whole range of stretch stitches. The way you select those is you take the dial at the top and you reverse it until it comes to S1, and that then activates all of those white stitches that you can see on the bottom dial. So you can see there's a whole range of different opportunities, including some really nice decorative stitches on the Smarter 160. Let's work our way along the top now. So you've got obviously your stitch selector there with regards to your length, but what if you want to change the width? Well, that's what you can do with this particular dial. So again, 0 is stitching right in the centre of your swing, and then as you move it to the side there, this is almost making the width of your stitch wider. So whether it's a decorative stitch or a zigzag stitch, you've got complete control with that dial at the top there. Then the next dial that we've got to the side here is your tension. And again, this is something that you may need to alter dependent on the project that you're working with. So very easy for you to move that back and forth as you so need. And again, with your foot pressure, should you need to alter that, you can do that easily with that particular dial there. So you can see the Smarter range is full of loads of fabulous features for you to work with. It's a mechanical machine, but if you are looking at a computerised machine where you've got more control over those stitch details, then do have a little look at the 260C, again from the Smarter range, but with all those computerised details. So there you go. That's the Smarter range. If you want to check out more, then do take a look at the Barn Yarns website.